there, YouTube. We're gonna do something a little different, but I ended up in a spot I ended up too far down. I was gonna, well, I had something else in mind. I went too far down, so we're gonna do a little freeway jaunt here, if you don't mind. But I'm gonna show you something that I've talked about quite a bit, and if at all possible, I'm gonna stop on it, or stop by it, so you can see it from two different angles. And I didn't clip my the excess part of my helmet strap down, so that thing's gonna flutter about. Oh geez, I was looking at that speedo wrong. I was trying to get up to 70. Coming off of that ramp, I was actually going for 80. I guess I should pay more attention, huh? I just seen that cop over there and thought I better pay attention to my speed. Blatantly go 10 miles an hour over the speed limit right in front of a cop. Well, in case any of you guys are wondering, this thing does go quite comfortably down the road at 80 miles an hour. Oh, come on now. I'm going down the freeway and my shield's still fogging. With these thick gloves, I can't find that little clip that kicks my shield up. Or I can feel it, but I just can't actuate it. These things are thick. But anyway, this is the bridge. If I use the first little vlog here, I was just driving underneath this thing over on the west side. I was just underneath right there. There's that little field that I go driving out through. The old Cowlitz River. Mountain right here in the background that no way in hell you'll see. Hey, look at this. Some other crazy bastard out here. Two of them out riding around. These boys is crazy. That second one's an old Goldwing. I wonder if this trucker realized this lane ends up here. Anyway, if I can, I want to show you this thing on the side of the freeway. So I may cut a little bit of this freeway out. It's only a mile or two I gotta go, but it's just a roundabout way, but I can't get to it any other way but getting on the freeway. But my initial plan was to get on right here at exit 60. But I kind of diverted that a little bit. So we're just going to buzz up here a little bit. So anyway, I know a lot of you guys are in a... God, another motorcycle. I know a lot of you guys are in a... You know, kind of cold, wet weather like I am. Especially you guys back in the UK. Your weather is very similar to our weather here. Or my weather is similar to your weather, however you... It's like whose name goes first, right? But I'm getting close to where I want to be, and I'm getting tangled up in this truck. I'm gonna have to hang with him here. So anyway, I've talked about these religious statues that I told you is out by the freeway. Well, yeah, I'm gonna pull him behind this car and see if I can't get pulled over here. I don't think that's legal for me to do. But you can see them there. I know something about these now, because all this has been kind of hidden. And on top of the tallest one there was a huge statue of Jesus on top of there. And he fell off here in October. Down at the bottom is a statue of Chief Seattle. And I think, or maybe that's Mary. But there's a big eagle that was in a case. I don't know if there's any way you could have seen that, but anyway, it was an old gentleman by the name of Dennis Gospodor. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's Gospodor. Odor. But he's a millionaire from up in Seattle, and he put those there. And the reason he put them there, it was he felt that the public or the world was forgetting about the catastrophes that happen, you know, by the hands of human beings. And they represent, you know, the crucifixion of Christ, the Holocaust, us coming to, you know, white people coming to America and kicking all the Indians off their land and stuff like that. And so anyway, it was basically, you know, human tragedies of things like, you know, war and crucifixions and that kind of thing. Well, the old guy put them up and never told anybody why. They just showed up, you know, and myself, up until something relative to my hometown is what brought this all up. Well, apparently this guy, a filmmaker, actually made a little documentary thing back in 2005. This gentleman passed away in 2011, I believe it was, and he donated the land. It was to be, you know, given to a charity of some sort. Well, whoever had it, you know, couldn't upkeep it because there's electricity and stuff that run all the lights, and there's a flame thing that burns on top of the Holocaust Tower, and you know, all the things like I think it's Mary that's lit or whatever. All those things were lit up. I remember when you used to drive by there. I mean, it stood out quite a bit driving down the freeway. But they couldn't take care of it, so it was given to a local Indian tribe who promised to that they would turn the power back on and maintain the statues and stuff. And here recently, especially I guess one of the arms, because Jesus is standing there with his arms straight out, and one of his arms fell off. And then in October, with that big windstorm, in fact, I drove around here. I think I might even have drove past that. I didn't notice that Jesus was missing off the top of that big tower. But during the big windstorm, he toppled over. And the Indians, the tribe, decided that, you know, Cowlitz tribe, it says right on the sign, they decided they can't keep it up, and they need to do something with it. So they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with all the statues. The eagle, if you could see that was in a box closest to the freeway, sometime this summer, they're going to remove it from there and put it in downtown Toledo, in my little town. This first tower, the tall one right in front, well, actually that's kind of there's actually like a, what do you call it, a wind vine that's the first tower, but you can't really tell it because the second one kind of overshadows it, even though it's in the background. The weather vane thing is in the foreground. But anyway, the taller one that you see there, that's where the big statue of Jesus was up there. And the reason I want to go by the freeway is from here, there's no good angle to see of it all. And I don't know if it's private land out here or what. It could be. I don't see any signs. It'd be nice to just walk out there and look at that, but I'd probably get in trouble for it. So the fate of all these things, the one that you see in the middle, I have no idea if this camera's even picking it up. That's the Holocaust Tower. It's the second tallest one out. It's the third one in this row here. But anyway, who knows what the fate of these are? I mean, it could end up being scrapped or something. Who knows? But I don't know what they did with the Jesus statue. If it survived that kind of a fall, I have no idea. But obviously he's not laying out there anymore. but we do know where the eagle's going. But anyway, there's a story of this thing. It was a rich gentleman that wanted to put something out to remind us that of the, you know, horrifying things that humans have done to humans. And that's what they represented, but unfortunately, he never told anybody. It didn't come out until after he had died. You know, everybody just looked at these things and go, why? What is it? Why? I did. I didn't know what it was. I seen the Jesus on the top, and I think there's the Mother Mary out there, but I think the one if you could see it, I think that's actually that may be Chief Seattle. It's an Indian, well, obviously from Seattle. But I think he was known for being super friendly, and I don't know, the whole story is he was like too nice and too cooperative, and he got taken advantage of or something, and I don't know if he was killed or whatever, but I should know. It's my state history, which really isn't our history at all. It's the Indians' history. But anyway, for whatever it's worth, that's the story of the Gospodor, I think is how you pronounce it, towers, or statues, or monument, whatever you want to call it. And now its fate is unknown. I've wondered why it wasn't lit. But what just baffles my mind is that I didn't notice I don't know how many times here lately I've drove by that and I didn't notice that the Jesus statue was gone. That's kind of creepy. Did you hear that? A rock came up, hit the fender, came out the top, and just came up and whacked me in the side of the helmet. Jeez. Lucky it didn't come up. I've got my shield up and no glasses on. Could have pegged me right in an eyeball. Y'all would have witnessed me getting blinded. You just never know what kind of crazy stuff will happen, huh? So the last time I swung through here, I think I was on the iron. I think that was last weekend. That was about a week ago. You can actually see the river rocks bulging through the middle. Well, with the rain of late, she's back underwater again. Crazy, huh? You know, this side over here was by far the prettier of the two sides. But like I say, this tree kind of got soft in the ground and kind of fell over. The roots are never deep in the tree, so all this stuff kind of woof went over, and now you can't see the beautiful twisty winding of the little creek there. Well, that's more like a raging river right now, isn't it? Look how the water's dumping into that and bulging up and coming over. The river's actually going sideways right there because it's going into a pit and bulging back up. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. That's really cool looking. Now that's some crap you don't want to catch yourself being down in. This coat's so big I can't see past the mirrors. Anyway, I hope that wasn't horrendously boring. There's a video on this. It's a Vimeo, pardon me. It's a Vimeo video. And I'll put a link in the description for that. You guys will think that's kind of cool. At least I did anyway. And the name of the video is What in God's Name is the title of the video. So I think the link doesn't take you directly to the video, but it's been showing up. I don't know if you can see Rainier there. Hopefully you can. It's in like the first 3 videos on this guy's list, so hopefully it'll show up. But anyway, with my watering eyes, I'm gonna check out. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. I hope the heck it's warmer where you're at. We'll see you now. Bye-bye.